Definitely one of the top bands that I always talked about here on the show, especially being a local Toronto band.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Thank you, TJ.
INVeil. Tonight, I normally don't introduce the guests, but INVeil, my friends. Please, properly introduce yourself, man. We go way back, so.
Yeah, we are INVeil. Unfortunately, my dual partner Hazy was not able to join us today. We had our first jab, so that has some positive consequences and some negative ones. So she sends everybody her love. Looking forward to join you next time together. But yeah, we are INVeil. We are a pretty much a duo based in Toronto, Canada. We play industrial metal, I guess. That's the best we can come up with. And I'll let you, DJ, define how you feel it sounds.
I've always found you guys to be kind of like newer age Nine Inch Nails or White Zombie myself, like even a bit of typo negative. You have that voice when you do your little parts of the vocals, you know, and just fanboying too much Amanda going at.
She's in love with herself.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. But you guys just released a newer song just recently and did a video as well for that, correct?
We did, yes. It was actually about a couple of months back. We released a single for a song called Lunatic. That was in a vocal collaboration with Sam Astaroth from Astronaut Incarnate, another much heavier Toronto band, but that's seen a lot of exposure these past few years. Amazing band. Sam did interesting metal rappy vocals on it, so but that's mostly his spiel over there. I don't play a prominent vocal role in that one. And then yeah, we shot the video a couple of months before then and did a kind of a crazy edit, you know, a combination of do it yourself and a little bit of expertise in there, and poof, nice little gothic thing in a cemetery, just going nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
thank you.
I like the video, the way you guys shot it, the way it was edited too. Like, you can really tell it was a local shot video as well. So, what cemetery did you guys shoot in out of Toronto there?
St. James Cemetery, which is actually just a throw stone away from where we live currently. So it's where we take our 2-year-old for walks, pretty much.
It's peaceful, right?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's where the kids and I play too. We go down to Drummond Cemetery where the Battle of Lundy's Lane was, and we go geocaching and have lunch in there. It's peaceful. It's nice.
And there's
I'm not kidding.
There's no social distancing like from the dead.
No.
That's right. That's right.
You keep watching, Kevin. Sarah's always watching, right?
Yeah. It's a good show tonight. I'm pretty excited about this. I had a bunch of stuff with me and ready, and I've been listening, and I've been checking out your pages and stuff like that. And about 15, 20 minutes before the show, I was like, screw it, I'm leaving. I'm going down by the falls to do this show. I didn't bring anything with me. So, like, this is totally going to be a shoot the shit and hang out. And I'm really excited about this. TJ introduced me to you guys in December when I met him, actually. Yeah, and I've been a fan ever since. I've been really excited about this show, whether it was at the table or like this, or I'm really excited. I was really excited about it. So
yeah, I've been following quite a few things that you guys did, and it's really amazing to see, you know, keeping the community together during these hard pandemic times.
Yeah, well, we're trying.
It's an important piece of this puzzle. Keeps us all, you know, alive and rocking.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
right?
As long as you guys keep trying, we have a reason to keep trying, right? And if we keep doing it, you guys keep doing it. It's a not so vicious circle.
Exactly.
Me only being 230 years and yourself from Transylvania, 480 years old you are now?
Just turned 482 actually recently.
Oh,
so.
I knew it was close. I knew
Actually,
it was close.
it's coming up. It's coming up in a week. My birthday is May 21st.
That's right. Yeah. So while we're on the subject about music back in the day, like who was your influences way back in the day? What brought you to where you are today, as far as that goes?
I'm going to speak a little bit about myself, but also be kind of a port parole for Hazy as well. So I come from. I developed my musical taste in Romania, right, Transylvania. So back in the old country, and I got into metal pretty soon. But I have to say my uh, bass rock band was always Pink Floyd. I found a lot of inspiration in there. That's what were my heart. But also stuff like Queen and ABBA and Boney M. That fun side of pop, never left me. And I got very serious, And then I got very into doom metal bands like My Dying Bride, Lake of Tears, Typo Negative, right? That was my initial bread and butter. And then later on, I discovered things like symphonic metal. I dabbled in that a little bit. I had a band back there, and then moved to Montreal, and then later Toronto. Started a new band called My Frost originally, which is a doom metal band. And we'll be releasing a single with that band with Hazy on vocals on that as well, as a separate thing. So I'll talk about that a little later if you guys.
Yes, please do.
It's really doomy, really. And then I met Hazy. We started working on some music together, and turned out into this more, I guess, gothic in a way, but also fun and tongue-in-cheek kind of metal with a lot of industrial. And I'm having so much fun working on this stuff because Hazy's an amazing writer, and we throw everything at it. We throw doom elements, we throw heavy metal stuff, we throw rap, we throw whatever we have. We're just having a lot of fun with it.
Well, I know with you being from Transylvania, and she was originally from Cuba then, am I correct?
Yeah, she was born in Cuba.
Yeah, that's quite the music diversity when you bring it all in full circle, you know what I mean? And that's
a little bit of bachata in there, a little bit of reggaeton, it's important.
You can hear when she rolls the words to the lyrics. Like there's some words that just roll off that she couldn't get if she wasn't part Cuban, and it works.
Yeah, maybe. Perfect. I mean, she doesn't have an accent. I do, but Hazy loves to do voices, so obviously that's part of of everything. So
that explains a lot of the sound of your music. Thank you.
There you go. See.
Well,
it's great.
I need to do research. I'm like, don't worry about it, man.
These guys are my friends. Make sure I knew what was going on, right? I didn't want to be sitting here sucking my thumb while you guys were talking and I had nothing to say. Like, I mean, you guys are friends. I want to make sure that I pay attention to what's going on, no?
No, thank you for that.
Well, I had
absolutely. And
honor before lockdown. I had my birthday with you guys.
Yeah. You were here on your birthday, and we had quite a little bit of a party here.
Yeah, it was a nice gathering, man. Like we were gonna do the show, but we sat on the deck, smoked cigars, and drank so long. By the time we were gonna do the show, we already talked about everything. It was almost home time, So we just did a quick little 10-15 minute thing, and then
Cuban cigars.
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome.
And I forgot my wallet there.
Yes, you did. Yes.
But we got her back. That was perfect, man. I just come back in the morning, right, and grab my stuff.
Hilarious. That's awesome. I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of Sofa City Sounds. I'm really excited about that.
Our pleasure, always.
I'm really excited that I get to work with you guys. So on that note, though, don't you guys have something going on with another magazine internationally?
We were published in Rage Breed. There was a compilation CD that came out in England. So we had a little bit of exposure internationally. We were played on radios in like Florida, places like that. I would say mostly England and the US a little bit, other than obviously Canada.
Yeah.
And we were very happy to see a lot of our numbers picked up. Interestingly, with our music, you know, US is one of the main things because, you know, industrial, they love it. But interesting enough, when publishing the videos, we only did like 2 official videos, right? One for a song called Spider, the other one for the one that we're talking about, Lunatic. And the biggest pickup we had was actually in Mexico. And South America overall, but Latin America. But yeah, Mexicans really love our weird stuff. So it's a pretty.
Spider, and I think
their metal scene is pretty good, actually.
It is though.
The Mexican metal scene is pretty good. So is the Japanese metal scene and the East Indian metal scene. Are all 3 of those?
Yeah.
I had no idea until somebody was like, "Here, you should listen to this," and it was a compilation CD of music from all over the world. It was metal music from all over the world, but it was places that you wouldn't expect it to be from. And those 3 were on and it's incredible the metal that comes out of some places. You have no idea that that metal comes from there. Oh, look, the Skyline
I've heard
Towers
nothing but good things.
Yeah.
I know we've seen a band right before lockdown. One of the last shows I seen, it was a Mexican band. I can't remember the name, but their MO, they're like, they wear masks and balaclavas and wave machetes on stage, but like the fucking stage show was phenomenal, and the music they played that night, like I never heard of them. I didn't even know who was playing. I just went because all my buddies were going. Let's go, yeah. Fuck, it was great. I wish I could remember what band they were.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
I'll talk to Boog next week. He'll know which one it was, right?
Right on. Right on. So you had mentioned earlier about Hazy working on a side project.
That's it's not exactly a side project. So the other band, it's called My Frost.
Right.
I started that band with my other guitar player Roach back in 2016 when I moved. I used to live in Montreal when I moved to Toronto.
Okay.
And then all very dark and doomy. Actually, if you're into typo negative stuff, that's would be probably more of a thing. We can even post a link for that if you guys are interested. And we asked Hazy to join us in performing for one track that we spent. It's a doom track, so obviously it's 6 minutes long or more.
Yeah,
that's how else, you know. But we're really excited to release that. We don't have a release date yet, but it's probably gonna happen within like a month or 2. And it's kind of a side project for Hazy, but we're really excited to have that because it's a different voice than what she puts here, you know. INVeil, it's all about kind of being feisty and also gothy and stuff. My Frost is more about the doom, the gloom.
It's coming, baby.
Yeah. I love all metal. I love all metal. But I love doom metal. It's fantastic.
We'll be releasing. We'll be releasing that track with probably just a lyric video for that one. But what's more exciting, on Lunatic, the track for INVeil that we talked about, we had Michael Falkor from the Birthday Massacre. You probably know of that band, right? They're pretty famous in the gothic rock, especially in England. They're from Toronto, so they're very good friends of ours. And he helped us. He mixed and mastered the track. And then what we've been working on was another track that he also co-produced. So he got a lot more say in it. And this is stuff that we're like ready to release. And we are going to be releasing that with our EP at the end of July.
What?
So you guys are the first to hear this.
You heard it here first, baby.
Right on.
That's right.
Thank you, man. That's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
I'm emotional now.
Did you just make TJ cry?
Maybe.
I gotta take my glasses off for this.
Here's a towel.
Oh, thank you.
I'm loving that just happened. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you for making it us where that happened.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Obviously, TJ's grateful for that as well.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
No, he's tearing up and stuff. It's,
Yeah, I know. You'll have to give me a minute to compose myself.
He warned me he was going to fangirl through this interview. So.
We're really excited about that one. So Michael is also involved in this. Michael Falcor from the Birthday Massacre, and we think that's the best track that we've written so far. It's already been produced, mastered, and now we're just planning the release with an EP.
Oh, no.
Well, of course, playing live shows is still way away, so I don't even want to talk about that until things are getting a little bit into the possibility area.
Yeah.
But so far, we've been just keeping busy with working on new stuff.
Oh, it's excellent to hear that you guys are plowing through. You're still creating. You're still doing new stuff. You know.
Us.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
On top of new things, right next to me on my, I got it. It's your new logo.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's exciting. Great. How did this come about?
So originally the logo was designed based on this triangle thing, which is a little bit witchy, a little bit veil-y. I mean, the name is INVeil, right? So
pretty classy.
I designed the original one, but then it was time for a change because, the original things need to be refreshed once in a while. And then Hazy reached out to Ala, one of our friends in the scene that has a band called Subterranea. She does very kind of moody, gothy, vibey metal. It was not exactly metal, but it's very, gothy. And she's a graphic designer, right? So we went out and say, hey, we need a redesign. We have this idea in mind. We have to keep the original triangle thing because it kind of means something. And we have a thing. We're using this stuff on stage. We only had one live show, but and then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, well,
I know.
Hey, a taste is a taste. It just means that you're more ready than anybody else to get on stage.
Yeah, we're pretty eager. We'll see what happens when it happens, and we'll be happy to roll with that. But so Ala started designing stuff, and we made it witchy, and then we just released the logo a week ago. So this is our new view.
Yeah, when I got
triangle.
I was like, man, I can actually upload that instead of having mine there. I can have your guys there, right?
Yeah, I like how you figured out how to get them both there. Yeah. Now we just have to change my name back to Amanda, and we're laughing. Or back to Sofa City, and we're laughing.
Yeah, right.
So this is pretty exciting. Yeah, well, listen, man. Every single day we get a little bit better. And it's obviously because of guests like you guys that we get to do this.
Well, it makes us push ourselves to be a little more professional when you guys want to have your music out there, right? So,
yeah.
Everything
I don't know where the word professional came from, but
everything takes time to build, right? And we're all doing this in music and performing and making shows happen. Getting the word out there.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we learn. Everything takes time. You have to just be steady and keep at it, and good things will come.
Yeah. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts in this industry. Absolutely.
So, being a family man now, how are you finding juggling the family life with pushing on with the music life as well? Like, how do you find time for everything?
It's interesting. But see, I've always been like this. I'm a bit of a workaholic, so I can't really stop. I don't feel comfortable if I don't do stuff. So
I'll be right back.
I'm happy to work, take care of babies and then move on, working on music whenever I find the time. I'm also an avid traveler, so I squeeze that in there whenever I can. Obviously, not now.
No, right. I'm in the same boat. I've kind of had to put my travels on hold, obviously, right? But I'm booking my appointment. Hopefully, I'll know here soon when I go get my first job myself, right? And
that's right.
Hoping come September to start up a little bit of a road travel thing again. Where I know last time when I did my trip, I did it by myself. I didn't document it very well, so I'm thinking about picking up, say, like yourself, if there's a place we can drive within a day and come back and do like a little tripping with rock stars and We'll cruise off, hit a destination of your choice. We'll have a little sit down, shoot the shit, document the travel back, you know. Right?
Into the sunset, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, it sounds great. You know, it's amazing. So gotta do it.
You're obviously a world traveler then, eh? Like, what's been one of your favorite destinations that you've ever actually gone to then?
I did travel a little bit, not excessively much. Well, for vacationing, I have to say the Dominican Republic was probably my most favorite place. That's where we also got engaged, Hazy and I. So,
oh wow,
has a special place in our hearts.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Where else? I really love London, like the UK, London. It's an amazing place. I actually always wanted to go live there for a year if I could. It never materialized. But I love a lot of places. I just love the experience of travel. So I don't travel through the States for a little bit, but
the same boat. I would love to go back to every place I've been, but I still have so many new places to go to, you know. I always find a piece of somewhere that I go to that it's like, yeah, I love that part of it, you know. I love this part, right? I was supposed to be actually overseas in Germany this year, but all that fell through, right?
Yeah, well, we were supposed to go to Europe a couple of times now. Both of those things we had to cancel. So we were even like planning to do a show there in Transylvania, but then obviously everything fell through. Pandemic hit. Boom.
Yeah, when that happens, you let me know because I'll be able to fly over, man. I'll pay my own way, buy my own ticket, but
we will let you know.
That would be a sick show to see. That would be awesome.
We don't know what's going to happen this year. I don't think it's going to open up too much because it's what it is. But hopefully next year things will trickle back into some form of.
This year will be the year to sit down and refine. And figure out your sound, like you guys obviously already have it pretty well figured out, right? But and then come next year when the world opens up for real and explodes with live music, I can't wait, man.
That's the plan.
Well, we might be building a personal little stage over here up in my way. We're having local bands like yourselves and stuff jam here within the next year. Well, next year's our plan to have everything built and ready to go. So we might have a little spot for you when the time's ready.
Amazing, DJ. I see you got little baby Yoda there in the back. So.
Oh yeah, he'll be there for sure, man.
He'll be at the top of the rafters.
Yeah.
Sorry, TJ, you said the words family man, and my children called.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, and I didn't tell them that the show was from 8 until 9 as opposed to 7 till 8. Yeah. So I kind of had to answer. They would have just kept calling back. So my apologies that I stepped out, guys. Sorry.
When children call, one
babies first. Yeah, babies first. Absolutely. So it's that balance that you guys were talking about that I just missed.
Yeah, it's the life-work balance and also passion, right? Music being the passion that it is. I mean, you can just look at it three ways, right? You have those three parts of your life that you have to balance together. And once you look at it holistically and you think, you know, everything's doable, things become much easier. It's not a problem. Sometimes certain things take priority, right? So there are new things in life you have to focus on the job. You have to, pay the bills.
Yeah.
But then you can shift that, towards family, and then music will always be there as long as you keep at it. And that's always been my philosophy, and the only thing that works is just keep at it, and just be a little bit better today than you were yesterday.
That's a great way to look at life, man. Like, I try to do the same, every day, but. Some days I don't leave my room because it's not happening. But
I started listening to Jordan Peterson and David Goggins, and the one thing that they both say is never compare yourself to who somebody is today. Always compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and that's where your success will come from. As opposed to comparing yourself to other people, you compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and that helps you. better yourself, I suppose, without having that detriment to your judgment. Oh,
You're
I think he
always your
froze.
own worst critic, right? So
Right.
might have
Oh,
froze.
yeah, I think so. Let's check the bottom screen. Yeah, the bottom screen's frozen too, my dear.
Oh yeah, is that me?
I'm not sure. I don't think it matters which one of us
Here we go.
refreshes. Is he back?
He's
There
back.
we go.
There we go.
I'm back.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my
I almost
internet
fell off my
lost
stool.
I know we're both logged in, and I'm right by the falls, so it might be me that's causing the glitching. I don't think it should be, but it might be.
Full green.
Pardon?
We're all full green. It all depends.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as we're all full of green, that's all that matters.
And he's back. I love the new setup, man. I can't be happy enough about what I got rocking here now.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. The temperature dropped significantly out here.
Yeah.
Definitely. From the time that I sat down, from the time I left my house until I sat down, it's dropped like easily 10 or 15 degrees. So I am going to turn my volume down, and I'm going to start walking up the hill this way. I'm not very distracting. I can still hear you guys. If I'm going to pop in for a question, I will make sure that I turn my volume up. I just don't want to be distracting during the interview while I'm walking, but it got significantly colder, and I'm going to start doing this.
Make sure you get one of those sweet Jesus ice creams on the way.
Oh, they're right at the bottom of Clifton Hill, and I'm going the other way. I'm going up Murray Hill, beside the casino.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Clifton Hill is back there area, I think. Yeah, back that way. I don't know if you can see the Ferris
Did they
wheel
finish
back
renovating that part of the falls? Because when we went there a month ago, it was all closed up.
No, they're still. What they did was they took out one of the roads down here, so it was 2 lanes both ways, and now it's 2 lanes towards Chippewa, and it's 1 lane going towards Clifton Hill. So it's 1 lane on the side of the falls and a whole bunch of walk area, and they expanded all the walk area, and then it's 2 lanes the other way. So yeah, it is going to be nice, but it's highly congested for driving, and they haven't put a marker yet where the 2nd lane ends, so nobody knows when it ends. It just abruptly ends. So there's always a traffic jam underneath the Table Rock Bridge. Always. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I've witnessed that myself.
Aesthetically, it looks amazing around here. I mean,
yeah, it's so green and stuff. Beautiful.
Oh, springtime. I love springtime.
Yeah, there's a Horseshoe Falls right there.
Fall is really my favorite time, right? But
there's the American and the Bridal Veil Falls, and that little maroon staircase that's behind us on the American side. Fun fact: that's where they filmed the "Back to You Fuckers" scene from Bruce Almighty. And Jim Carrey's sister actually lives here in the falls.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn my volume down, and I'm going to pay attention to not getting hit while I cross the road. I will be with you boys in a second.
So I got a little small announcement since you were so generous to tell us some breaking news here on the show. We just filmed our first episode of the cooking show today. So we're going to edit it up and stuff. Obviously, it's not live, but...
Nice.
So I threw up 1 picture of the food at the final product, but it's how we got to that product that's hilarious, man. So
can we see a preview?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will send you a personal one and just give you a little highlight.
Yeah.
That way, but
we're all into cooking shows. Okay, half of the time we watch TV, it's all about cooking shows. So
on that note, since I posted
know
that we are starting a cooking show called The Boneyard Cafe, We have
Awesome.
we have been asked by 4 other guests, so we already now have 4 other cooking shows booked. But if you guys are into it, when we're able to, I'll come right over there and we'll all cook a meal together live, like not live on the show, but pre-record, and you guys can be definitely part of the cooking show, my friend.
Let me talk to the boss, but
check with the boss, right? And definitely keep me posted, man. I would.
That would be amazing.
Excellent, actually.
We love cooking. Both of us cook a lot, and Hazy also works as a professional chef for a bunch of time. But now she's working in PR, so it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be excellent, man. So we have a few surprise guests that will be coming on the show as far as the cooking show. I don't want to reveal the guests until we actually air the show. So, so don't tell no one you're on it just yet.
This is why we were supposed to have a meeting before work, TJ.
Well, that's all good. Breaking news, baby. Breaking news.
I love when I'm a part of the breaking news.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. I'm looking forward to see the show. I like a diverse portfolio, A little bit of music, a little bit of cooking, the good things in life.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Oh. Okay, so I'm going up this. I don't know if you guys can see it. This hill. It's not
just
fun.
see the top of your head.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm going up Murray Hill.
I think when I come down to your place, I always miss the turn and I end up on that road. And I always come down to the hotel and be like, oh, I know where I am now. Turn around, go back, make my turn.
It's a fun place to be, man. I was fortunate where that was pretty. I'm fortunate where my mom made me utilize this city growing up. She brought us to Clifton Hill. She made us aware of the different attractions that were around here and stuff like that. We pretty much grew up in an amusement park we didn't have to pay to get into, and then pay for other things.
Yeah.
We just, So I was fortunate for that, and it's been a blast and a blessing growing up in Niagara Falls. That's for sure.
It's a beautiful area, especially once you start driving on towards Niagara on the lake and that area of Queenston. Queenston Heights, it's gorgeous.
And the history here is just so insane. Like everywhere you go, it's like 200 plus years of history. It's like one of the oldest areas in Canada. So
yeah, it's true. That's where we beat the Americans.
Yeah.
They know. They know.
There might be a few watching, There might be a few out there.
I don't know who it was, and even if I could remember, I probably wouldn't say it. But we had a few guests on a little while ago, and they said something about beating the British, and one of them was well, actually,
I remember. That was
Canada because the British beat us.
Yeah, that was thy enemy, and then that night we had in the Kingdom of Nightmares.
Right.
That's
right.
Water under the bridge.
Oh,
water
yeah.
under the Ambassador Bridge.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Bridge. The Rainbow Bridge.
The Rainbow Bridge, yeah.
Well, I'm like maybe a 10-minute walk away from the Rainbow Bridge. So.
Yeah.
And the Whirlpool. And the Peace Bridge.
Yeah, you're in a pretty good location there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Only a little comment about the cooking show. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure she is going to be one of the guests on the show.
Cool. Awesome.
I thought you were not going
to talk to Ryder.
Letting everybody.
No, I know. We're not supposed to say that. We got to go. We're spelling too much news here.
Okay, so TJ, why don't you ask my question, and then why don't we shut the world out and keep them to ourselves for a little while?
No, you go ahead this time. I stole it off you last time.
With no warning either. Making me talk while I'm walking up a hill.
Yep. Pushing you, man. Making you better.
Okay. So we've asked you quite a few things, and you've told us quite a few things. But is there anything we haven't asked you, or that we haven't covered, that you want the world to know?
Well, there may be a few things, but I might not be ready to talk about them.
Oh.
That aside, no, we covered the main things. With INVeil, we're really excited to release our EP, which is coming, like we already announced on your show at the end of July. Will be obviously an online release. We'll be releasing a website with that as well. So we haven't talked about that. You'll also have a little shop, to support the band to continue doing things. You have to sell some merch. So that's something we're hoping to see. Also, we were the recipients of a Factor grant, a Canadian government grant for music.
I knew I had something else to ask you.
Yeah, so we got a little grant, which can go a long way in what we're doing. We're very grateful to have received that. That was the first time we applied, we got it, so we're like, wow, great,
amazing.
And we're also very happy to see that our music, like we talked before, everything takes ramping up, everything takes time to develop and then time to catch on. But we're seeing our music getting more Spotify numbers, definitely a lot of YouTube numbers. People like the visuals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're just very ecstatic to see it grow, and we just have a little bit of a fire under our ass to keep going. We've already written material for like a little bit, so we will be continuing doing this. Actually, the pandemic is a bit of a blessing in disguise because it allowed us to do all of this stuff. We're also looking forward to perhaps getting back to live, but we don't know when that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, if we keep talking about it positively, it will happen. What did we say? It's an old saying, but we say it all the time. If you build it, they're gonna come.
Yeah, true.
Right? So, whether we're building it mentally, visually, or we actually get to do it physically, got to build it somehow, right? Got to figure out how to keep it going somehow.
Well, also, what is there else to do? Just sit and not do anything will be pretty lame. So let's just keep on going.
That's right. That's right.
Can't do nothing. Yeah.
So. Hope keeps you going, man. And something's got to be getting back to normal. Somewhat, like whether it be normal or new normal or whatever. There's construction all over my city, everywhere. Yeah. So, and not in the areas that need it. All the tourist areas are getting the construction. So something's got to be happening. Like, we're not going to be living like this forever. Like, they wouldn't be dumping money into these places if things weren't going to change. So, my phone's making noise.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Well,
such is life.
Always a pleasure, man. I wish this time we were at the table eating dinner and such, but
pleasure's all ours.
You guys
I'm so excited I got to meet you.
More than welcome anytime on the show, obviously. So maybe again.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
This year we can get together for my birthday again, man. I would appreciate that. Man.
That would be lovely anytime.
Please tell Hazy we're so sorry she couldn't be with us. I was excited to meet her, but it will happen when it's meant to happen.
It'll happen next time, we promise.
It will.
Yeah,
it will. Let us know when she's feeling better, and we will rebook you guys right away. Yeah.
Amazing.
Definitely.
As soon as you guys are ready. And
love you guys. Good luck with the cooking show. Send me a pre-link or some stuff so
I'm
for
ready to
sure.
watch it.
TJ, give him a sneak peek.
Yeah.
And we can connect on that level as well. So you see, it's not all about the music.
Nice to be human, eh?
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Always, man. It's an honor.
It's been a
you
blast.
guys are right there. There's Cross Dogs, you guys, the Reddies. These are the local bands I love. Always
Razor, Ripper, Raider. Holy shit, there's tons of you guys. Oh my god.
Yeah. Love y'all.
Thank you so much, DJ, for all the support that you've been showing us. It really means
always, man. Always. Play loud, absolutely. Play proud, and enjoy your weekend, people. And we'll actually see you guys tomorrow morning with Sunday Wilder live on the show. So
sweet.
We'll pull up one last comment.
Yeah.
And then we'll cut her out, baby.